Okay, hello, hope you're having a good day. Here's your Chapter 5 test. So, in numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're just wanting to find the value of x, okay? So I'm going to highlight that just to make sure that's what we know what we're doing, we know what we're solving for. So we would need to know how long this whole base is. Now remember, the long base is always twice as big as this one. Or in retrospect, this small base of this little triangle is half of this one. So you're either multiplying by 2 or dividing by 2, depending on whether you're getting bigger or smaller. Okay? If this part is 12, again, these are mid segments, it's in the middle of this, well then how long is x here? And number 4 is just like what you did up here in number 1 and number 2. If you have questions, make sure you ask. 5 and 6, bonus. Give them a shot if you want, but they're bonus. And what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to find the middle of these segments. Like, what is the exact middle? What are the coordinates? And by coordinates, it means like what's the x, y value. So what's the xy value of the point that's dead center in the middle? Okay. Moving on to 7 and 8. Just some algebra problems here. Okay. All we need to do is simply set these two equal to each other to solve for x. Okay. So you're going to have 2x equals 18. And this one's going to be x plus 2 equals 6x minus 8. So solve each of those for x. 9 and 10. We're going to use this information in the picture to figure out the value of x. Again, we're finding the value. So, if these two sides are equal, it means these two angles are also equal. So you just set them equal to each other and solve. And the same thing in number 10. These two sides are equal, so solve for x. That'll give you how long, give you a value of x. Oh, there's the bell. Don't leave. Just kidding. All right. But you just figure out the value of x to figure out the length. And now page 2. Maybe I'll zoom in here. There we go. Okay, so we're wanting to figure out some lengths, okay? So QC from here to here, that is 12. All right, but we want to know what is it from C to M. Okay, how long is the whole thing? So remember, this is 2/3. This is 2/3 long. This is only 1/3 longer. Basically, what you do, cut that number in half, whatever half of 12 is, add it back on the 12. That'll give you the whole length. Similarly, in number 12, they tell us QC is going to be 6. Okay. And then we want to know what is C to L the whole way across. Again, all you're going to do is cut 6 in half and then add it back on to 6. That'll give you the whole length. 13, 14, listing sides and angles from largest to smallest. So again, identify who's you're going to want to just write them together here. So I'm going to start you off on 13 and 14. The smallest is angle Q. Okay. And he corresponds, I'm going to go and lift the side. Remember, you look straight across, and you'll see that he corresponds with RS. So RS has to be my shortest side. Now you need to list the other angles and sides from on the way up. On 14, they give us sides. So AC, which is 18, is my shortest side, and he corresponds with angle B. So there's your shortest side and shortest angle. You figure out the rest. 15, 16, 17. Remember, you need to figure out, can these three lengths be the sides of a triangle? So remember, add the smallest two together. If it's larger than the third side, if it's greater than the third side, then it's not a triangle. If it's less than the third side, the side that we didn't add, then it would be a yes, it is a triangle. And finally, number 20 is going to be a bonus. I'll just throw that out there right now. Give it a shot if you want. 18, 19. We need to determine, are we using greater than, or less than, greater than, or equal? Okay. So we have AB and BC. Okay, use these angles to help tell you which side is going to be bigger. So which side, is one bigger than the other? If they were the same, your angles would be the same, but they're not. So it's going to be one of these two. Similarly, on 19, we want to talk about RS and VW. Okay, now again, we need to look at this angle. This is the hinge theorem. So the bigger the angle, the bigger the side's going to be. And you determine which sign you're putting in. And that's the end of your test. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Make sure you put all of your answers on the blanks and show your work. Have a good one.